Football Friday Night is brought to you by Steve's Pest Control. Now you have a friend in the pest control business. Call Steve's Pest Control. Rourke Aluminum, quality home exterior since 1953. Fulton Ford, you'll drive away happy. Kempker Heating and Air Conditioning. And Custom Screen Printing. It's Football Friday Night. Here's Rod Smith.
Good evening. Welcome to a Football Friday Night. Beautiful evening. Week number 2. More long bus trips for several mid-Missouri schools, including Jefferson City, Helias, and Rockbridge, all hitting the road. We'll begin with the Jays heading east for the second straight week. This time to CBC in St. Louis, defending Class 6 state champions who put a whooping on Hickman last Saturday. Jeff City coming off a big 30-point win over McClure North. And it was CBC on the board first. Alan Caleb on the draw. Nearly untouched, 7-0 Cadets. Jays right back, Gunner C. The quarterback dumps it off for Denzel Wilson. He motors in down the far sideline, 7-7 game. CBC, though, regains the lead. Blake Charlton, the keeper. Jays trailing 14-7, but Jeff City would answer, tying it up. Denzel Wilson again. It was a 14-14 game. CBC, though, would find the end zone 5 times. After that, 2 in the second, the first half, 3 more in the second half. The final, 49-14. It was 28-14 at halftime. The defending state champs, though, beat Jeff City. The Jays fall to 1-1 on the season. The Helias Crusaders losing on the road to Hannibal, 49-35. This game was a blowout at halftime. It was 35-0 Hannibal. Helias with a big charge. They scored 35 in the second half, but not enough. They lose it. They are 0-2. They will return home. Helias will next Friday on a Central Bank KRCG tailgate against Belleville Althoff. Home opener for the defending Class 5 state champion Battle Spartans. Justin Conyers' team opening with a win on Furrow Field last weekend. Battle welcoming Wentzville Holt. Brevin Tyler, the Spartans passing game going. He connects with TJ overall slant for the big gain. Later, same drive, Tyler deep to Javon McQuitty. He will haul this thing in. Pretty play. What a catch, his third of the first half. The Battle defense pitching a first half shutout. Here they get to the Holt quarterback, forcing a fumble, recovered by Jerrion Nelson. Battle rolls to victory, 55-12. The defending state champs, the Spartans, off to a 2-0 start. Back to St. Louis, Rockbridge playing at DeSmet. A.J. Afadale's team coming off that opening week loss to Rockhurst. Bruins led it 27-10 at the half. Lots of offense, and how about some defense here in the third quarter? Marcel Smith, good last name, good pick. He gets deep into DeSmet territory. Rockbridge quarterback Carson Ringdahl, the screen to Nick Collins. He will do the rest. Look at the moves here. Great run after the catch. And another one around the 10-yard line. Cuts back into the end zone. Rockbridge rolls 47-17. The final, the Bruins even up at 1-1. Bad news for the Cupies. They are 0-2. Hickman losing on the road to Lee Summit. The final 20-7. A good mid-Missouri matchup, it appeared, in Ashland tonight. 2 teams coming off big opening night wins. Tony Mullen just back from Southern Boone High. Tony?
Rod, thanks a lot. Yeah, South Callaway and Southern Boone both rolled in week 1. South Callaway 45-7 over Putnam County. Southern Boone hosted a 50-0 shutout at St. Pius in Festus. Both teams looking to go 2-0 on the young season. Tonight it was Southern Boone scoring on its opening drive. Tanner Smith from 7 yards out. There's that Smith name again. It was 6-0 Eagles. The quarterback, Dane Bossert. What a night. Look at this play. Makes the defender fall down. He'll fake the throw, gets a couple other guys to miss. Then he decides, you know what, let's just run it. Down the far sideline, looking for the end zone. He'll come up just short, tackled inside the 5. That would set up a short Southern Boone touchdown later in the opening half. Bossert to the air. Colin Vaughn makes the catch, and he will outrun the defender down the sideline. A 72-yard touchdown connection. Into the end zone goes Vaughn. It was 28-0 Southern Boone at half. They were fired up in Ashland tonight. The Eagles had 20 more points. In the second half, they win it big, 48-0, the final over South Callaway. So after starting 0-6 a year ago, Southern Boone is 2-0 in 2015. Rod?
All right, thanks, Tony. I'm not good at math, but I think that's 98-0 over their 2 opponents. Southern Boone off to a great start. Heartbreaking loss for the California Pintos last week. on a last-second Boonville win. Meanwhile, the Mexico Bulldogs had it easy at North Callaway. Dogs opening up the season tonight on the home turf, entertaining the Pintos. California, second straight road game. Spencer Thomas hands to Karsten Eckern. Offensive line helps push him in there on the goal line. Bulldogs from Mexico up 6-0. More Mexico in the second quarter. Thomas tossing to Avion Williams. This one will go in for the score. A two-point conversion after that makes it 14-0. All Mexico tonight. They beat California 35-0. The Dogs are 2-0. The Pintos are 0-2. First home game for some other Panthers. Centralia, Earl Bennett's team hosting Clark County. Panthers defense was tough all night. Indians with a third down here going to the air. Donovan Dowell, the interception. He returns it down the sideline inside the 40, but Centralia would come away with no points. Later, Clark passing again. Nick McCoy, a huge hit on the receiver to cause the incompletion, forced the punt. Scoreless after one quarter. Panthers from Centralia got 3 touchdowns in the second, led at 21-0 at halftime. They finished strong. Panthers 40-0. Centralia and Earl Bennett, they are 2-0 on the season. We had a great time out of Blair Oaks tonight. Love seeing all the green t-shirts and even gray t-shirts this year. But our KRCG Central Bank tailgate night was a huge success thanks to the Blair Oaks cheer squad, the band, and all the Falcon fans. Terry Walker going for his second win as the new head coach. Blair Oaks met the Dutchman from Owensville in front of a big crowd. Visiting Dutchman strike quickly. Third play from scrimmage. Wyatt Ellis, the sophomore QB, to Devin Ryden. 60-yard touchdown, 7-0. Owensville on top. Talk about a quick answer. Ensuing kickoff. C.J. Klosser takes it as 18, cuts back to the near sideline, breezes past the KRCG camera into the end zone. 13 seconds later, it's all tied up 7-7, less than 2 minutes into the game. Blair Oaks defense, Chance Compton, the Falcons' senior defensive end. He likes that. Behind the Blair Oaks fans there's Pete Atkins, the legend, and his wife Lorraine at the game. Falcons with the ball here. Jordan Hare, the senior quarterback, to Klosser. 17-yard connections. Blair Oaks back up 14-7. Hare takes it in himself. 3-yard quarterback sneak. Falcons led it 20-7. But Owensville would get on the board just before halftime. Look at this run by Tristan Crawford. In for the injured Wyatt Ellis. He would not give up. It was 20-13 at that point. Our good friend Will Johnson from Owensville taking the pictures there as the Falcons go on to win it. Blair Oaks is 2-0, 48-19 the final. Our sports writer Tom Leffler got a free hot dog at the Central Bank KRCG tailgate tonight. He also did some work. At least we think so. Go to Leffler's link in a little while. Look for that Blair Oaks win over Owensville story. Heading down to the Lake of the Ozarks. School of the Osage playing host to Moberly. Both teams coming off tough losses last week. Scoring hard to come by in this one. One reason, turnovers. Osage, interception by Ryan Bolware. For the Spartans, Osage driving again thanks to Zach Wheeler and the pass to Russell Williams, I should say. A first down, but penalties kill that drive. Lots of defense. Drake Davidson sacked by Dylan Riley of the Indians. Low scoring, Osage wins it 14-0. The Indians pick up the first win of the season. They are 1-1. In Versailles, where the hometown Tigers opened the season with a thrilling come-from-behind win last week, 29-28 over Knob Noster. Tonight hosting the Fulton Hornets, who beat Osage last week. Devin Masick to a wide-open Isaac Franklin. Hornet touchdown on the opening drive of that game. Lots of good pictures here in this game. Fulton driving again, this time Fulton intercepted by David Connor. Tigers back in business early. That would turn into points for Versailles. Cooper Wilson finds Dalton Schmidt, makes some moves. Oh yeah, finds pay dirt and the touchdown. All Fulton after that though. The Hornets win it big, 56-22. Fulton now 2-0 on the season. The Boonville Pirates lose for the first time this year at Higginsville, 47-19. Tolton and Lutheran St. Charles went back and forth all night long. Tolton losing a heartbreaker by 2. Hallsville, big over Salisbury, a good win for the Indians there. Camdenton, a tough 1-point loss at home to West Plains. It was Smith Cotton beating Marshall tonight 41-14. Montgomery County falls to Winfield 48-14, and Rolla losing to Kickapoo 43-6. In Kingdom City tonight, second straight home game for the North Callaway Thunderbirds, taking on Tipton. North Cal on D. A.J. Stubblefield with the interception pick there. T-Birds take it back there, but no score at halftime. We have to go to the third quarter to find anything here. Wyatt Branson takes the hand. He goes in, 6-0 North Callaway. Tipton, though, would come back and take the lead, but in the last 2 minutes and 12 seconds, it was the T-Birds scoring. 22-8, the final. Zach Paul getting the highlights for us in that game. Thank you, Zach. Home opener for the Harrisburg Bulldogs, just their second year of varsity play, taking on the Fayette Falcons, who are much improved this year. Host Bulldogs score the only points in the first quarter. Quarterback Trey Freeman, shovel pass to Taylor Bottomley. He fights his way in from 11, 6-0 Harrisburg after 1. All Fayette after this. Second quarter, Robert Robinson airs it out to Ashton Boltman, hauls it in, goes the distance, 58 yards. Falcons go up 7-6. They'd add another score before halftime. Robinson on the keeper here, goes in from 14 yards out. Fayette rolls to victory tonight, 41-6 over Harrisburg. Meanwhile, Herman, a big win over Cuba, 40-14. The Bearcats are 2-0 on the year. St. James, tough 1-point loss. Had a few of these tonight. Houston wins it 36-35. West Strand beats Carrollton 26-0. MMA falls to Van Far 40-zip. Bramer over Slater 24-29-6, I should say, and it was Mark Twain over Paris 43-15. Mizzou Tiger Volleyball opening the home season at the Hearn Center tonight. Tiger Invitational starting today. They played against North Dakota State. Missouri wins this one, but it took 5 sets. Didn't come easy. Missouri will play 2 more matches tomorrow. College soccer, tough news for the Tigers. They lose at Indiana 1-0, the final there. Back to our high school football coverage. While the offense gets most of the glory, we like to highlight the defense with our Steve's Pest Control Defensive Pest of the Week. Let's go back to Southern Boone. The Eagles have not given up a point yet this season. Jacob Cole with the sack. Our Defensive Pest of the Week. Southern Boone is now 2-0. And our KRCG Team of the Week honors, they go to the North Callaway Thunderbirds. Thrilling win in Kingdom City tonight, beating Tipton 22-8. Congrats to Kevin O'Neill's team. They scored 16 points in the last 2 minutes and 12 seconds for the T-Bird victory. Softball winners tonight and today. Jefferson City, Helias won 2 at the Battle Tournament. New Bloomfield, St. Elizabeth, both winners. Also Lynn. And congratulations to Henry Thompson and the Jeff City Lady Jays tennis team. They win the Kickapoo Tournament down in Springfield. Big thanks to our Football Friday Night crew. Tony Mullen, Josh Kurlak, Seth Trotter, Brandon McElwain, Ashley Zavala, Con Costa, and even Zach Paul helping out tonight. Producer Jenny Weiser and Director Phil Capps. Have a great weekend.
Football Friday Night has been brought to you by Steve's Pest Control. Now you have a friend in the pest control business. Call Steve's Pest Control. Rourke Aluminum, quality home exterior since 1953. Fulton Ford, you'll drive away happy. Kempker Heating and Air Conditioning, and Custom Screen Printing.